Hey guys, so today I'm gonna draw my life for you. Oh yeah, draw my life. So I was born and raised in a city in Missouri into a family of three. We've got my mom, Karen, my dad, Keith, and my sister, Megan. My dad owned his own electrical company at the time, and he was also a part of a Southern gospel band that toured around the Midwest. And my mom worked at my sister's school that I would later attend. When I wasn't at home with my family or traveling around the Midwest on a tour bus with my dad's band, I was at my grandmother's house. My grandmother taught me a lot of things growing up, like how to tie my shoes, how to play Mario on a Nintendo, and she also taught me life lessons like being good to people and spreading love. My parents decided to hold me back a year before I would go to school because they just didn't feel like I was ready when I honestly probably wasn't. I ended up going to a private college preparatory school that my mom worked at and that my sister also attended. It was a very tiny school. In kindergarten, I met my best friend and neighbor, Kathleen. We didn't really become best friends until second grade, but we knew in kindergarten that we were going to be best friends. We would play Spy Kids at recess, that is until a mean girl would take me away and make me play Spy Kids with her. Sorry, Kathleen. I really had no say in the situation. We also wrote a children's book together in 4th grade about an outcast blue pig and won first place in a contest. Yes, I know, we're too cool for school. After elementary school, I entered intermediate school, which consisted of my 5th and 6th grade years in school. This was when I finally got a locker. It was a big deal back then, let me tell you. You knew you were moving up in life when you had a locker. This was also when I got my first girlfriend, or fling, whatever you want to call it. I was in 5th grade, so I don't really think it counts for much, but our dates consisted of hanging out on the playground and telling each other how much we liked each other through AIM. If you don't know what AIM is, it was AOL Instant Messaging. I remember the day I met her mom. After I shook her hand, I ran and hid in the bathroom. #shyboyproblems. Yep. As I'm sure you can imagine, this relationship did not last. After intermediate school, I moved up to middle school. This is when I first found out about YouTube and spent hours upon hours looking at content on the site and dreaming of one day starting my own channel. My 8th grade year, I got the chance to go to Brazil. It really opened up my eyes to what's out there in the world, and that's when I started dreaming about exploring the world one day. And now we enter my high school years. I spent a lot of my freshman year alone. Social situations gave me anxiety, so I spent a lot of time by my lonesome. I did a lot of creative things during this time, like messing around with photography, trying to figure out Photoshop, and I also ran a blog where I let out all my feels. I was probably a little bit too open on that blog, but oh well. My sophomore year of high school is when things got a bit rocky. My grandmother passed away in the fall, and it was really hard on me since my grandmother helped raise me, and it was also my first experience with death. After my grandma passed away, we found out that she had been keeping a secret from us. This being that my grandfather had dementia. If you don't know what dementia is, it basically is a disease that affects one's memory, thinking, and their overall behavior. My grandpa moved in with us, and it was quite a big adjustment for our family. I had to learn a lot about being selfless and doing for others during this time. A lesson that my grandma had instilled in me, but I never really practiced. It was a lesson that was really hard for me to learn. A few months after losing my grandmother and having my grandfather move in with us, my family learned some terrifying news. My mom had been diagnosed with breast cancer. My whole life changed the day I learned that news. I wish that I could say that I was strong for my mom and that I was there for her, but so much happened in so little time, and I felt like my world was crumbling right in front of me, and I really couldn't do anything about it. I pushed everyone who meant something to me away. It took time for me to step back, and I had a wake-up call and realize that I couldn't get through this alone. At the end of the day, all I needed was my family. Through everything my mom went through, she lost her hair, lost her energy through the chemotherapy, but we never lost sight of our goal to beat this. And we did. As a family, we fought through this hardship and we made it out stronger than ever. I entered my junior year thinking things would get easier, but they didn't. I dealt with being bullied my junior year, but I'm not going to go any deeper into that because I'm still dealing with the insecurities that came from being bullied. But I picked up my first Harry Potter book this year, and it got me through a lot. I found reading to be a great way to escape from tough situations. I graduated in the year 2011 and ended up attending a local college. I started my YouTube channel, JesseTheReader, my freshman year, and things have never been better. I've made so many friends on this site, friends that live all around the world. I've never had so many friends in my entire life. As for what the future holds for me, I'm not really sure where I'm going, but that's okay. I'll figure out soon. But right now, I'm just having fun. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you learned a little bit more about me. And sorry that this was kind of depressing, but my life is depressing. I can't help it. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video. Bye!